Hey y'all, so welcome back to Looking Good Maya's channel. So today is actually a very special day. It's not our anniversary or anything, but John got this promotion, right? And I'm like, what can I do to like show my appreciation? That I'm very proud of you, babe, you know? And I'm like, okay, I'm coming from a very warm place. Why not make some soul food, right? Okay, you guys, so today we're gonna make a real quick and simple and easy spaghetti and fried fish. Fried tilapia fish. This is gonna be so good, like, y'all just don't understand. So the story behind this meal and why I actually want to make it is when me and John first met, I was in a very hard place or so like that, right? And I was single with the baby, and I was like only cooking for myself. I made him this meal and he loved it. So we ended up going to Chattanooga. We went to the cabins. This was my first time meeting his friends, and we ended up coming late, and I'm like, okay, babe, I'll cook. So I ended up cooking this meal, and I just remembered like his friend, Kim, he was like, okay, he pushed John down on his knee. He was like, you need to marry her because of this fish. Like, you really need to marry her because of this fish. So we're gonna take it back and we're gonna make this meal all over again. It's gonna be a smaller portion, so please remember to, if you're making it, to double the ingredients if you have to, or triple or quadruple, whatever you gotta do to make this work. So everything is cut in half. 2 plates. One for me, one from him. That's it. Let's get to it. So as of right now, here's my tilapia. I cleaned it with water and vinegar, of course. And I pat it dry on this paper towel because I want to start off dry before we do anything, before I season it or whatnot. And I currently have my water on the stove. It's boiling for the noodles that we are going to use. I just got some Italian spaghetti noodles. Y'all can get any spaghetti noodles that you want, but me personally, I really like these. And I'm only gonna make a ½ pound of ground beef to put in my spaghetti, and I'm gonna show you all that. And my sauce, this is the base for my sauce. Let's see. This here, some Prego. You can't go wrong with Prego or Ragu, but Prego right now, because he like mushrooms, so I got the fresh mushroom kind. But you know, we always gonna put our own little twist on whatever we use. All right, stay with me. We're gonna put our noodles. I'm probably gonna grab like this much, or like I said, half a pack of everything. So this much noodles. And I'm going to add it to the boiling water. Do not, I repeat, do not crack these in half. That is not how we do this. Do not do that. Just put it in there like so. And once it gets soft enough, it would all come into the pot and just stir it up. It's okay. Spaghetti, you have to have long noodles with spaghetti. I don't know who taught us, my opinion, who taught y'all to break y'all spaghetti in half and make it. Spaghetti pasta is an Italian meal, so they don't make it like that. Why are you trying to break tradition? I'm just saying. All right. Okay. So while we are going to season our tilapia fish, I am going to put the ground beef, my ½ pound of ground beef, on the stove, and I'm just gonna let that, you know what I'm saying, cook. And we're gonna go back and forth and not just work on one thing at a time, okay? So we gotta multitask because we want this a quick meal, and it's gonna be still, y'all, it's still gonna be looking good. So multitask, look good while you're doing it, boo. So this is my pound, and I'm gonna literally just boop in half and put that on the stove. Okay, decided to bring you all closer so you can see. As you can see, we have our noodles here, and we're gonna put the ground beef here. Okay, so now that our meat is cooking on the stove, I have it on medium, you guys, so we can watch it at the same time we season our fish here and making this proper meal. Okay, y'all, so our fish is dry. We are about to season it. So I only have 4 pieces here, 2 for me, 2 for him. We are going to season our fish with Old Bay seasoning and some Cajun seasoning. So the way you're going to measure this is everything needs to be covered. You're going to cover the tilapia fish, okay? That's how you're measuring it. So I'm going to bring you all closer so you all can see how I'm seasoning the fish.
Hey y'all, so the baby is sleeping, so now it's voiceover time. So we're starting with the Old Bay seasoning, of course. Let's make sure that you sprinkle that all over the fish, okay? So make sure you get every single bit of the fish. So now that we are done with the Old Bay seasoning, we are going to get our Cajun seasoning. I love Cajun seasoning. It takes stuff to a whole nother level. Cajun seasoning with Old Bay seasoning on your tilapia fish and also on your chicken, it is so amazing, you guys. So, of course, make sure you coat that as well, all over.
Okay, y'all, so I kind of forgot that we need some type of salt, so let's come to the pantry and grab some garlic salt and add this to our tilapia.
So, of course, I end up forgetting the garlic salt. Wouldn't be Maya if I didn't forget something. So, now we're about to pat the seasonings in to make sure that tilapia holds all that seasoning. Especially since it's dry, it should hold most of the season. So now we're going to flip over our tilapia fish and proceed to do the same thing to the other side. Once again, Old Bay seasoning. Make sure you get all of the fish. Okay, now you're going to hit it with the Cajun seasoning. Make sure you get all of the fish, you guys. So then you hit it with your garlic salt. Boom, 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 pow. Then you're going to pat it in, like pat, 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 all over.
Okay, y'all, so our tilapia here is seasoned. I ended up putting it on a paper plate because we're going to add some flour and we're going to pan fry this. If you all want to add your own type of deep type of fried crisp, that's on you. Me personally, I don't want it on this meal. I don't want to deep fry my fish. I just literally want it with a little crisp on it with some seasoning. Still crispy, but not too crunchy. But so this is our flour. This is the tilapia. We're just gonna literally pour some in there, flip it around here. I'm gonna put on some gloves because when it comes to flour, you gotta, I don't know, it's like playing in dirt. I don't know. So after we get done flouring our fish, we're gonna warm our grease and then we're gonna focus on our ground beef, which is almost done here, so that way we can season it and let it drain out, okay? So the flour that I'm using is literally just an all-purpose flour, nothing major. I'm gonna add the flour to the fish, okay?
I decided to use a paper plate, but if you want to use a grocery bag, feel free to. So now we are applying our flour, the all-purpose flour, you guys, just enough to cover the fish. So now we are about to add some seasoning, which I'm going to season with Cajun seasoning, of course. I love my Cajun. Now I'm going to use the Old Bay seasoning. I really just do this tactic because whatever falls off would be already on the flour, you know? So we're going to add a little bit of lemon pepper just for that ting again. And we're going to stir that or mix it, however you want to say, and make sure we cover all of the fish. So of course, I'm going to take my time out to make sure the flour is all over the fish. And that way, when I pan fry it, every single bit of the fish would have a little crisp on it.
Okay, y'all, so now that we have seasoned and floured our tilapia fish, we are going to move on to the ground beef, like I said. So I'm gonna bring you all closer when I do that. But first, I do want to say I did let my noodles boil for about 10 minutes, and I just drained them out, let them sit in some ice so they can cool down and stop cooking, so they won't be all soggy or whatever. We don't want no soggy noodles, you know? We want noodles to taste like oatmeal, or it looks like oatmeal. That's nasty. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's season this meat, and then we would, while we're waiting on our grease to warm up, we will put our fish in the grease. So we're going to season our ground beef with pepper, just get all that covered, y'all. Some onion powder. Garlic salt, of course, and some chopped onion spice. Okay, y'all, so now that our ground beef is done, drain that juice that it produced off of the meat, and then we're gonna start making the spaghetti. We're gonna add our sauce, noodles, meat, seasoning, and then we'll be done on that part. You see what I mean? Like, when you do everything at once, everything is just like a flow. You'll get the hang of it, trust me, you will. We're gonna pause right there. So since our grease is hot, we're going to add our tilapia fish to the grease, and then we're gonna resume back to the spaghetti that we were making, okay? Let's do it. Okay guys, so since our fish is on the stove now, let's get back to making the spaghetti. So since our noodles and ground beef are all in one pot, it's time to work on the sauce now. Whatever order you do this in, you can do it. If you want to do the sauce first and then add your noodles and meat, you can. Me personally, I just be going with the flow, okay? Let's start by adding half of the Prego fresh mushroom sauce, okay?
Okay, y'all, so now it's time to make the spaghetti sauce. So you're going to get half of the Prego sauce and add it with the noodles and ground beef, okay? Now it's time to season it with some garlic salt, just a little bit. We don't want to do too much because we already done added garlic salt to the rest of the meal. So we're going to add that little tang again with the lemon pepper here. And now, this is my favorite part, you guys. Barbecue sauce. Yes, I said it. I put barbecue sauce in my spaghetti. That is my secret ingredient. I love it. It takes it to like tang, whatever that is. So now, we're adding sugar to our spaghetti. Only 1.5 spoons. Yes, sugar goes in spaghetti. I don't know who told you that it don't, but it do. Okay? You heard it from me. Spaghetti needs sugar, even if it's a little bit. So don't judge me with my spatula. I was being lazy. I don't want to cook a lot of food and have a lot of dishes, all right? It's either one. It's not me. So we're going to flip that up, really stir it up, supposed to be, with our spatula here. Make sure you just fold over, you guys, okay? Fold over, make it nice, clean, do a nice clean stir. We're just going to keep doing that until all of our seasons and sauce is mixed with the meat and noodles, okay? We're going to add some Italian seasoning. If you make spaghetti, of course, you need Italian seasoning. Now, I might look crazy beating this Italian season to death, but for some reason, it is so hard to get it out of the container. I don't know, it's because it's flaky or what. So now we're just going to stir all that up again, and boom, bow, wow. Our spaghetti is done. We're just going to let that sit and rest to the side while we wait on our fish. So y'all, we're about to clean up a little bit. My mom always told me that you have to clean as you go. That's what I learned. It actually make it quicker, honestly, when you're completely done and everybody's done eating. Did I just mess up my hair? Y'all, I just messed up my hair. I can't wait to see my reaction when I find out. Am I going to find out? Did I mess up my hair? Let's see.
Y'all, I honestly still. Oh, my hair. Oh my gosh. Oh. Y'all, my hair was messed up the whole time. This is sad, but I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Yeah, so let me wash my hands. I'm back looking good, so we're just on for a little second. Okay, so now that I'm back, I done washed my hands. Our tilapia has been cooking for a minute now. Well, not super long, probably like 6 minutes. I'm about to flip it over, just to make sure that it's crisp on both sides. And probably let it cook for 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, you all. So, of course, we see the slow motion camera zooming in. That means it's very important that you be very gentle while flipping fish. For some reason, fish is very fragile. So of course, I might look crazy with my spatula and tongs, but I'm not gonna break my fish. I need it looking good for my presentation plate. Okay, so do not judge me. Let's stay tuned for the final touch.
Okay, y'all, so our fish is almost done here. The spaghetti is done. We're just waiting on the fish, of course. You need hot, fresh fish. I don't know who eat cold fish, if it's not sushi or something, but fried fish, it gotta be hot. So we're gonna wait on that. And while we're waiting, I wanna ask you all a question, okay? So, where did me and John go when his friend pushed him down to make him fake propose to me before he gave me the real thing? What city was that in Tennessee? While we're waiting on the fish and stuff, it's almost done. I'm gonna just have to plate it all up and show you all the end results. Of course, the answer to the question is Chattanooga. So whoever answered Chattanooga, you was correct. Of course, I said at the beginning of the video. So if you wasn't paying attention, then like, what you really doing in life? You have to pay attention in life. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, no, seriously, pay attention and stay tuned for what I made. It was good talking to you all. I really do love you. So, and I'm really here to try to teach you all that I know. So yeah. Bye, y'all.